Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
We are breaching our Temporal Directive to bring you this special extra episode. Today we are talking about Star Trek Strange New Worlds through the lens of time. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before. And we're back with more Strange New Worlds. Yay! As you know, we're doing special bonus episodes each week to discuss the new episodes, and now we're up to date, so we're only doing one a week. Excellent.
Thankfully.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Yes.
Let's not get too busy.
Or too sick.
Yes, please don't get sick again. Because we're doing these episodes as breach episodes now, as they come out, we're not going to revisit them again in our chronological watch through, because it's very close to what we're up to in Enterprise. We're getting pretty close to the end of season 2, Tom.
Thank God. I mean, oh, yay.
So in these episodes, we'll be doing IMDb scores and looking at life lessons and all those sorts of things as well, because we will not revisit them like we will with Lower Decks in about 15 years when we get up to them.
Is that all?
Yeah. We're in this podcast for the long haul. All right, and before we get into the episode, big ass spoiler warning that we are going to talk about everything in this episode. So if you have not watched Through the Lens of Time, turn this off now, go and watch it, and come back.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah. Strange New Worlds Through the Lens of Time was written by Onitra Johnson and Davey Perez, directed by Andy Amaganian.
Let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. Apologies.
Sorry, Andy. First name basis. Old mate Andy. The original air date was August 7th, 2025, so just a couple of days ago. And the IMDb synopsis is very in-depth.
I'm sure it is.
Chapel and Korby's quest leads the Enterprise to ancient ruins hiding a dark secret. The end.
That helps.
Yeah. All right, let's go watch it.
Okey-dokey.
And we're back from watching Through the Lens of Time. Finally, a fucking Star Trek episode.
Yeah, you'd like that one.
Oh, my God. After the last week, I just ripped into this show so hard.
Yeah, I know you did, yeah.
And then they delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, they delivered. This was like Star Trek meets The Exorcist.
Yeah, well, you kind of, or yeah. Or The Cube.
Yeah, or Cube, yeah. It was good.
It was very good. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot, actually.
It's what I've been waiting for. New worlds, new species.
Yep.
New sciencey ideas.
Exactly.
The layered dimensions of whatever.
Yeah. Of time. It was
Just good.
Yeah. It was really cleverly done. Just enough going on, really.
And what's with the glowy alien
eggy, weird
things?
Contraption thing, which is like a old witches thing as well.
Well, better than that, they called something. When they called the Vesda,
Yeah.
did you hear the second part of his name?
No, I couldn't remember it.
The Vesda Pa.
The Pa. You know, it's...
Pa Wraith.
Yeah, the Pa Wraith. It's funny because when they first talked about, earlier on, about the human transitioning and stuff, when he first said his research on humans...
becoming immortal.
Yeah, becoming immortal and transferring and moving on to a higher plane and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I instantly thought of Captain Sisko, like instantly.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, Sisko, isn't that what happened to Sisko? Didn't he like transform into a higher plane?
He ascended to the
Yeah.
prophets.
Yeah, I was like, that was what I thought of, and then now you've just said that. That makes sense.
Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe.
But the we don't know what they are or anything, do we? Really? But
No.
the thing that makes me a little bit, I don't really know how Captain, what's her name?
Patel.
Yeah, thank you. Good with names and shit, aren't I?
So good.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know how she got infected.
With what?
One of these things, right?
She didn't.
Well, that's right, because it was a Gorn. So
Her
how does
Gorn
that work?
instinct had a reaction to the whatever was inside Gamble.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It was not the same. Not the same. They just recognized something in her Gorn DNA, recognized the evil in the Vezdapar.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Mm.
Cool.
All right. As we mentioned before, we are no longer spending hours transcribing the episode. We are using the recap from the excellent website trekmovie.com, written by Anthony Pascal.
For this, not for Enterprise.
No, just for the special episodes. Just for these breaches. Because it's too much work. And we want to stay up to date.
Yes.
So let's get into the recap. The Enterprise is at Vardia 9 to explore an ancient site discovered by Korby and Chapel, and Mbenga's little sickbay buddy is so excited to be on the landing party, he finally gets a name. Dana Gamble. Now it's my time to shine. The shirt's not red, but let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that's it.
Beto Ortegas is coming along to document things and flirt with Uhura. On the planet, they all meet up with Njal, one of the Mkroon locals, there to make sure they respect the site Korby thinks is tied to an ancient civilization that dabbled with immortality. After a quick deflector beam from the Enterprise, a massive hidden structure is revealed. Spock has stayed on the ship after a bit of a turbolift awkwardness with Christine, but now he and Lan join the party for backup. Uhura translates an obviously ominous warning alien message, so Christine offers her hand for blood sacrifice, and the door opens right up for the delicious victims intrepid explorers. Inside, they find a dark, spooky chamber, complete with a couple of long-dead corpses. After some debate, they decide to press on for science, but Gamble tempts fate by examining an orb left by one of the grave robbers, and a glowy thing emerges to burn out his eyeballs. It was gross.
It was kind of bad, right?
It was kind of eye-poppingly bad. But I did love the the Jaws reference. Captain, we're going to need a bigger landing party.
It was good, right? It was good. It made me chuckle. Yeah, it was great. I love that whole scene, really, with the deflector coming down and then the revealing the big building and stuff. It all was very impressive.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
That kind of skipped over the first 15 minutes of the show, where it was just kind of like Christine and Lan and talking about hooking up with Spock.
Yeah.
And Lan's like, Spock doesn't really want to put a label on it. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck are we watching? Oh, is this the OC in space? Fucking hell. I thought you were adults.
Yeah.
2, I thought he was your senior officer, so there should have been more discretion here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, might have been the way to go.
There's not a lot of professionalism.
Yeah. That's pretty, and like I said last time, I mean, I don't really get it. I just don't get why Spock's shagging the whole crew. Well, not the whole crew, but I just don't get why it needs to be a thing, in the show. I just don't get it. I get the whole Nurse Chapel history thing because it was sort of like a touched on thing in the next.
Well, she was infatuated with him.
Yeah, that's right, in the original series. So I sort of get it, but I just don't get the rest of it. I mean, he's meant to be getting married in the next part of the series or something as well. Whatever.
Anyway, back to the planet.
Yeah.
Gamble is beamed away and Pike orders the rest of the away team back. Roger wants to stay, but after Beto's drone spots a statue in another chamber, Njal freaks out, alarmed about Vezdapar, which is Macroon for evil, and he bolts for the door, which scans him and vaporizes him, and shuts the rest inside.
Is it vaporizing when it sort of like breaks you down into like a puddle of blood?
I guess, yeah. Yeah. And then they wrote, "Rot roll."
I love it.
I thought you'd appreciate that. Now the ancient site seems to expand into what looks like infinite spaces, and with comms down, the group decides to move into the next chamber. First, ensuring blood sacrificing Christine leads the way. All 6 get through a doorway but split up, making a cute pairing of Beto and Uhura, along with the more awkward duos of Spock and Korby and Lana and Christine, who find themselves facing the Century of Eternal Bridges statue, made of technobabble quantum craziness.
That's a good way to sum it up.
Spock and Roger discover that each chamber has a well chock full of evil parasites, like the glowy thing that took poor Gamble's eyes. Spock uses an alien gizmo to stare into the depths, only to be greeted by a painful Batal Gorn mind meld flashback. But I don't think it was Gorn that he was seeing, but
no, but that was the same thing that
it was the
he
same
saw
kind of image
in her head.
Yeah.
Which makes me go, well, why was that the image in her head when he done the mind meld? Like, why was that what he saw when he done that? Like, I don't get that.
I don't know either.
Yeah, like, and that's why I'm like, why did she get infected by something like that? Because I'm like, it doesn't make sense that that's what he saw. Anyway.
Don't know.
No.
I guess we'll find out eventually.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in sickbay, Mbenga is concerned Gamble's eyes aren't growing back. Oh, and he is technically dead.
Yeah. By the way, your brain dead.
He is talking, though, and seems to be conscious and whatever. In the lab, Scotty and Pelia study the orb that exploded, and the ancient Lanthanite tells the captain it's super old, like older than her, and it's giving her the heebie-jeebies. Pike, who seems to be the only person here who has seen a horror movie, races out the door and orders a security team to sickbay, where Gamble is getting weirdly familiar with Dr. Mbenga, mentioning his daughter. Joseph gets suspicious when the eyeless ensign asks if something drank her tears and fed off her screams. Now the kid starts bouncing back and forth between seemingly innocent nurse and creepy entity, just in time for Captain Patel to show up for a checkup. Her inner Gorn DNA kicks into gear and she calls him a Vezdapar. Hey, that's what the poor dead Nanjal said. Batel and Gamble fight for a bit before the clearly not blind nurse thing escapes.
Yeah. Clearly, Pike is the only one that sees he sees horror movies, because he's the only one that watched zombie movies and shit. Like in the last
one. He said the
one.
Z word.
That's right. Like he said zombies in the last one. So he obviously likes a good horror film. Like clearly.
I like him more now.
Yeah. Like he's obviously a horror fan.
So, I really liked the this ensign. Like they really built him up well in the previous episodes. Yeah. And then when he passed here, I felt bad for Mbenga. Like I'm not going to feel bad about him because I didn't really know him, but you could tell that Mbenga really cared about this kid, so you really felt the loss. They did a really good job of setting that up, I think.
Yeah, very quick, in a very quick amount of time. That was good. Yeah, it was done well,
and he was really good in this. Like
he was
switching between those two sort of modes.
Yeah,
and I thought he was really good. It's a shame that he's gone, because I think he could have been a very interesting character. Yeah, good actor.
Yeah, good actor, good character that added. But yeah, he was really. Yeah, he done it the right amount of creep.
Yeah,
I will admit that in the very first moment, like when he was sitting there without the eyes in the medical bay, I may have thought that, are we going to see a
visor?
Yeah, a visor.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Are we going to see the creation of a visor coming?
Yeah, yeah.
May have been the first thought.
Yeah. All right. On the planet, or the freaky underground hellhole, according to the rattled Beto, the pairs discover various weirdnesses, including Uhura sorting out that they are actually in the same chamber. Over comms, they determine this place was built by a civilization seeking subatomic immortality who brought some unwelcome guests through from another plane of existence, and that this is their prison. Working together in their separate realities, the pairs assemble alien puzzle pieces, and presto chambero, they are all together again. After noticing there is a cause and effect reversal going on, Spock surmises to get to the exit, they have to walk across a bridge which isn't there yet. This sparks a big debate as Korby is not ready to step into oblivion, but Chapel trusts the Vulcan science officer and they take the leap of faith.
Yeah.
And no one is happier to escape than Beto. Hey, we're alive!
I mean, clearly none of them have seen Indiana Jones.
Dun, 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 dun. I know, they should have just put some dust on the
That's it. Should have just
on
thrown
the path.
some rocks and it would have been fine.
Back on the ship, Gamble was put in the brig after killing a red shirt, but he can't be held by a simple force field. He walks out and kills another security guy before heading to the lab to demand Pelia give him control of the ship. Mbenga shows up to try and reach what's left of the real Gamble, but Pelia is getting too old for this shit and phases him, releasing the energy, which Scotty quickly beams away to nowhere, something he'll do to himself when he crashes on the Dyson sphere.
Yeah.
In a briefing, Pike says the site and planet will be contained by Starfleet, and Pelia gets biblical, talking about pure ancient evil and warning they can never be allowed to escape. So yeah, if you think that Vesda lifeform is safely contained in the transport buffer, I've got an invisible bridge to sell you.
Yeah, that's it. It's a good thing about where we're at in this sort of how we've got Star Trek going at the moment, because they can set up the past to do things in the future, can't they? Because they've got a series based how far in the future?
Very, very far.
Yeah, very far in the future, and then they've got one set very far in the past.
Yes.
So they can do this. They can go, nobody touch this well of evil, and then they can go, oh, what's this well of evil that we have here?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all that talk about Par-Wraiths and this Vesda.
Yeah.
And then in the Academy trailer, we saw the ascension of Benjamin Sisko.
Yeah.
So who knows? They might link all these things together.
That's right. Like, you just, they can do all
But
this setup.
I am conscious of not reading too much into things.
Yeah, of course.
Because we have been burned in the past where fan theories have made this really intricate, weaved story where everything links together because it's so important.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then the actual story comes out and it's like 10% of that.
Yeah, then we get one tribble.
And then everyone the classic example is the last season of Game of Thrones. Everyone had a fucking idea of what they thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
No one predicted what was actually going to happen. So everyone was shitty.
Yeah. But then when they do predict something, like, what was it? Lost, is it? On the island? When they were all stuck in purgatory or some shit. And then they all called that in the first season. They're all like... And they were like, no, that's not what's happening. And then they were stuck in purgatory. Everyone was like, oh, well, that's boring as fuck. Because we all called that. So you can't win either way.
No, you can't win. You can't win. Oh dear. All right. Well, that's Through the Lens of Time.
Yeah.
There's an episode coming up, not next week. I think the one after, called "What Is Starfleet," and I'm going to assume that is going to be Beto's documentary that he's filming with all these cameras flying around.
Yeah, which would make sense.
So
yeah,
I reckon we'll get a documentary
style.
Yeah, because they love to push the genres.
Yeah. So
I bet you we get a whole episode that's like The Office.
Yeah, I was about to say Office style interviews.
Hopefully not so comedic.
Wouldn't that be great?
I would hate to see Pike as Michael Scott.
Wouldn't that be just
yeah, no. Please no.
Fucked was the word I said.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh Jesus!
But anyway, that might be a fun episode. But yeah, we'll see how they pull it off. But
yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Again, before we get into IMDb and life lessons and stuff, another special thanks to TrekMovie.com for the recap that we just read through. Appreciate it. And right, Tom, life lesson. What's the life lesson in this one?
Don't shag your subordinates. Oh, no, that might not be it.
This is your one job.
Yeah, well, it's hard. When
do you know how much work I do on this fucking podcast?
It's hard when there's not a direct sort of thing. Like, I guess don't walk into unknown situations is probably a good one. Because they just sort of, let the bloody...
So don't explore strange new worlds.
Well, no, don't walk into creepy fucking old 100-year-old, thousands of year old bloody haunted mansions.
So don't explore strange new buildings
that want blood on entry.
Well,
it's not like
I don't know why you think that's ominous.
It's not like it was, all flowery and nice and calm. It was like, fucking, give me blood and then you can come in. That might be a sign.
Well, that doesn't. It might not be a bad thing. You don't know what their culture is. Maybe that's what they did all the time.
It's possible.
Maybe that's just how they opened doors back then. It was like, just give me some DNA.
This is my key card to get in.
Yeah, see, that's how you identified yourself to the government or to buildings or a drop of blood. Why not? I don't know. Life lesson in this one. You gotta have faith.
Seems to be a common theme in this series.
I feel like Strange New Worlds does themes for the season.
Yeah.
And just they pick a theme for the season and they find ways to explore that in each episode.
Rather than episodic stuff, because there's not much difference to that. No, can't help you. Other than that.
Okay.
Faith's really it, isn't it? Really, you just got to keep...
Faith.
And looking after each
Trust.
other. That's it. Trust in each
Teamwork.
other. All of that, because it's just a common theme in this season.
It should be common in all of Star Trek.
Yeah, it should be.
Just saying. That's what Star Trek's all about.
But it's not teaching you any lessons in this episode, really.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
And when you can't, just move on to the next staff member.
Yeah. That's right. And because you're a senior officer, you can shag them all.
That's right.
When you're a senior officer, you can just grab them by the earlobes. Not everybody keeps their genitals in the same place.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, IMDb rating. Our examples of 1 episodes are Voyager's Threshold and Next Gen's Code of Honor. Examples of 10 episodes are Next Gen's Tapestry and Deep Space Nine's Far Beyond the Stars. What are we going to rate through the lens of time, Tom?
Well, it was slightly better than last week.
Slightly?
I know you would say more than that. Yeah. And last week we went with a 6, right?
No.
7?
Last week we went with a 4.
4. Well, that was because of you, wasn't it?
A space that was the holodeck one. We went for a 4. The shuttle to Kenfori, where we talked about the zombie one.
Yeah.
That was a 6.
That was the 6.
And I feel like this one was better than that one.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, would be. 7.
7 it is. All right. That's it for our special Breach episode for Strange New Worlds. If you want to join the conversation and tell us what you thought of this episode or anything Star Trek related, please get in touch. You can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast or Instagram, just Temporal Directive. You can email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com, or you can join our brand new, with only like 3 or 4 members so far, our brand new Facebook group, Temporal Directive, a Star Trek discussion group. If you search for that, you should be able to find us, and then you can post some questions, leave some comments. Please feel free to join us and have a chat. That's it for this episode. We'll be back with our regular episode on Friday. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.